We have got Clinton Green, and now Clinton Green is with one of my favorite companies. It's called Battery Tender. I've been using Battery Tender products since the 70s. I hate to think that I'm that old, but I am. But you know what? They've got the market cornered on this kind of stuff, and if you just need to store a battery or vehicle or one of your toys over the summer or over the winter, these are the guys that take care of it. But you know, they've got so much. Clinton, thanks for joining us today. And you've got so many cool products. I see this thing called Road Guardian, which is tell us about that.
Well, Road Guardian is a dash camera, forward-facing dash camera intended to be for security and capture when a motorist is driving down the road. So if you ever have an incident where you're involved in an accident, then the Road Guard would be able to capture that incident, record it. It comes with a 16 gig memory card, so it just constantly loops the video. So a lot of folks use it as a security device.
You know, that's great. As a matter of fact, there's no argument there. It's kind of like a body cam on a police officer. You've also got something called Road Snapshot now. Tell us what some of those things are.
Well, the Road Snapshot is similar in terms that it is a dash camera, but the Road Snapshot has a gesture function in it. So meaning if you saw something happening right on the moment, you can take a still photo. It records in video constantly, but if you wave your hand underneath the device, it will do a snapshot and do a still photo of that. But it's just a different version of a dash camera.
Also, I see a dash camera and backup camera combo. I mean, you know what? So many people need that.
Absolutely, and that's a really exciting piece for us. The reason being is what we've done here is we've made a product that is very consumer-centric. And what I mean by that, this is a product that's easy to install. It doesn't require a lot of tools or sophisticated installation or something along that line. Someone can easily, if they can work a screwdriver, put 2 screws in the back over the license plate frame and clamp 2 clamps on a wire, that product is completely functional.
You know, that's already out, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I had one of my friends just got that, and he was bragging about how cool it was. And I saw that he put it right over his license plate frame.
Yeah, it's a great product, easy to use, and we really challenged our team to come up with something that was easy for the consumer. So it not only does it record what's going on in the front, but when you put your vehicle in reverse, you can see what's going on behind you.
You know, that is the coolest thing, and there's no wires to run.
Absolutely.
You know, guys, you got to appreciate that. Now, we're getting into some really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
This is a master tool that does everything. If you're gonna have, you know, a son or a daughter going off to college, or the wife, or even yourself, you need to have one of these in your vehicle. This is the coolest product. I mean, you must have had to take a class on how much, what's in here. All right, you ready? All right, folks, you ready? Take a deep breath.
All right, this is an incredible product. I was really the catalyst for this product. I have been stranded on the side of the road as a motorist, and many of us have these little scissor-type jacks that are installed in the car.
Oh, they're horrible.
They are absolutely terrible, and we're struggling. Sometimes it takes a half an hour to find the thing because it's hidden away so small and tucked away. We came out with a new product that's a total solution. The jack that works in your car will not work on your son or your husband's or your daughter's or your wife's SUV. So there are 2 different jack sizes. Now we've created a new jack program here that you can use on any vehicle, from the smallest to the tallest, as long as it's a factory vehicle. If it has any extensions or height lift kits on that, that would be an exception to it.
Well, I'm looking at this right here.
Yes, sir.
And it's got the flashing lights.
Yes, that's a warning light.
That's a warning light.
Absolutely.
You've got a battery, actually an air pump right here.
It has a built-in compressor.
Okay.
Absolutely.
See around the front. Now this thing is not light. It's got a light.
Yes.
Okay. And here's the jack.
Absolutely.
Now, folks, this is really cool. This jack here is really cool, and it hooks into your cigarette lighter, or you can actually, looks like you can hook it directly up to the battery.
Absolutely. You have a couple of connection methods you can connect to the cigarette lighter.
This is a little bit different. Now, this is actually an electric impact. But it's also what drives this, I imagine, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So essentially, once you identify you have an issue, I'm going to take that from you.
Yes.
You have an issue. You have a couple of things you can do.
All
Number
right.
1, you can inflate a tire. If you just want to inflate your tire, it has an onboard inflator built into it. So if you want to be able to inflate the tire, you can inflate it and move on to the nearest service station to have it repaired. But in the event that you actually have to do a jack repair, and after you lift the vehicle up, this is a wonderful jack because, as I said at the top of the discussion, it works on cars, trucks, and SUVs, and that's the unique.
And a trailer even.
Absolutely. So it's a 1-button push-up. Once you place it under the vehicle in the right position, you want to identify the proper place to lift your vehicle. It's a 1-button push. You press 1 button, and the saddle begins to raise. The beauty of this saddle, it will raise all the way up to 17.5 inches.
Oh my gosh.
And when it reaches that 17.5 inches, that's typically the highest point for the average truck or SUV or something along that line. So it really presents itself to be a great tool. So now you got the vehicle up in the air, it's ready, it's stable. You disconnect the same power cable from the back of the jack, you connect it to the wrench itself, You connect it to the wrench itself. It has a light, so you can always have a light on the subject and what you're working on, and it has a power button that allows you to
there's your electric impact, and it comes with a couple different sockets for the different.
So what you're looking at here is essentially that old-fashioned four-handled socket remover.
Right.
We have sockets that are interchangeable. So one side of the socket fits a different size tire, and if you flip it over, it fits even a different size lug. So it's just a great product in that respect.
I also noticed, folks, if you're a battery tender person, you'll see this plug.
Absolutely.
This is universal in the industry. This is cool. You can't screw this up.
Absolutely.
And you can, so basically this wire works for all your other products too, right?
They're very much interchangeable.
Yeah, and that is so cool because
Yes.
I sometimes I have it on my motorcycles and stuff. I have it wired into the battery, so it's there. All my tractors at my lake house, I have it wired in. I just when I want to do it, I just plug it in when I leave, and it's set. No, a cool product.
Absolutely.
Folks.
So what Deltran has done here with our new Hyperion cover, we've introduced a cover that has an integrated solar panel into it. Now, what does that mean to you? That means when you're storing your vehicle for a long period of time or a short period of time, you can now take energy from the sun, renewable energy, and charge your battery with it. Now, anyone can go out and buy just a plain old battery, solar panel, and connect it to the battery. But all that does is just send energy to the battery. Sometimes when the battery doesn't need it, we call it cooking the battery.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, people talk about cooking their cell phone battery and things like that. You have to have a more sophisticated power. Just buying the cheapest charger is not a good thing because it will cook your battery.
Absolutely, and the battery chargers are intended to extend the life of the battery. A battery is a very expensive replacement part, and occasionally they do wear out, and at some point we have to replace them. But utilizing some of our technologies like this new solar panel cover will allow you to be able to preserve the battery if you're parked in a remote parking lot at an airport, if you have an ATV or a boat or something like that. We have a full line of covers: automotive, marine, SUV, UTV, and motorcycle covers. So jet skis and riding lawnmowers and alike, we have a cover that will work in the outdoor environment.
Yeah, the best part is you can buy these harnesses right here separate. Absolutely. And it actually comes, I think, with two of them on your battery tenders, and so that way you've always got it. And there's, like you said, in the wintertime you're going to take care of your lawnmowers and things like that. Folks, when batteries were $25 or $20, that's one thing. Batteries are now $75, $100, $125 for your toys, and it gets stupid expensive.
Absolutely.
And so if you maintain these batteries, I think if a battery gets below 50% charge, the life is cut in half, right?
Absolutely. Cells begin to die in the battery. So what we've incorporated here is a solar controller. What this solar controller does is takes the energy from the solar panel and sends it to the battery, but it monitors the state of the battery. So when the battery is 100% state of charge, it stops allowing current to flow to the battery. So this is controlling, so it acts as a gatekeeper, if you will. Absolutely. So when the battery voltage begins to drop, the controller recognizes that the voltage is dropping and allows current to flow from the panel directly to the battery. Shuts itself off, and it just repeats that cycle for as long as it's out in the sunlight.
Yeah, that's a matter of fact. One thing about your products, though, and I notice, I have some of these things that are 25 and 30 years old,
right? And
they just don't seem to go out, and they still got the same plug back from the old days, and it's the best deal. All right, now where can we find out, Clinton? This is 2018 SEMA, folks. Once again, we're with Clinton Green here from Battery Tender. Where can we find out more about your battery tender stuff?
Well, I encourage everyone to go to Deltran.com. That's a great landing point for you, or go to Hyperion.com, depending on which one of our products that you're interested in. We have Battery Tenders. So we have a dedicated website to each of the brands. Battery Tenders are a long-standing brand. We're a 53-year-old family-owned company based down in DeLand, Florida. So we're really proud of our brand.
There you go, folks. I've been using this stuff forever, like I said, even from the early 70s. So Battery Tender, you can look up Hyperion, you can look up Deltran, and you can actually Thank you. I can actually say thanks. Folks, this is 2018 SEMA. Mike Herzing, Let's Talk Wheels Radio Network and SB Nation Radio Network. Hey, we've got more stuff to go. We're at 2018 SEMA. Hey, it's great.